I've got 4 meetings to tell you about. We'll spotlight a couple of fundraisers. Federation Focus is on for the week of June 22nd, 2026. Hey there, PA Federation family. My name is David Goldstein. I am your first vice president. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Federation Focus, and welcome inside Studio B. Let's get right to the meetings. Clear your calendar from Wednesday through Saturday. That's when our meetings are, 1 per day. Starting on Wednesday, it is the seniors group meeting at 7:30. If you've got questions, reach out to Connie Shu, seniors@nfbofpa.org. Thursday night, at a new time, note the new time, Thursday night, the 25th of June, a Pennsylvania State Convention planning meeting at 7 p.m. Again, 7 p.m. We bumped it up an hour. A lot of folks have been requesting that. I got the okay from Liz to do it. So we're doing it, 7 p.m. on Thursday. If you've got questions about that, reach out to myself or Michelle McManus. Again, I'm VP1 at nfbofpa.org or mmcmanus at nfbofpa.org. Again, Zoom and One-Tap mobile links are down below for all the meetings I'm telling you about now. Friday night, the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Students, along with the affiliate, the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania, are doing Convention 101. The planning has been done by the PABS board. It has been some great work by Noor and the others on the PABS board. 8 o'clock on Friday night. Zoom and One-Tap mobile links down below. If you've got questions for Noor, reach out to her. Look in the description. There's more information about it. But if you are a student and have never been to convention, or if you have never been to convention and you're not a student, this is going to be something that will be very, very helpful for you. There's going to be a lot of folks talking about things that you need to know about going to your first convention and just in general, what National Convention is like. Again, National Convention is coming up the 3rd through the 8th of July in Austin, Texas. Not too late to go, but you have to register on site. You can't register online. I'll talk more about National Convention a little bit later. Saturday, the last of our meetings for the week, it is the Greater Philadelphia Chapter, 10 a.m. in person at the Park Tower Apartments, 4001 Conshohocken Avenue in Philadelphia, or via Zoom. Again, all the Zoom and One-Tap mobile links are down below. If you've got questions about the Greater Philadelphia Chapter meeting, email Stacy Leap. The link is down below. Now, that'll do it for the meetings for the week. All of the information about the meetings down below with a little more information about Convention 101 coming up on Friday at 8 p.m. All right, let's move over to the fundraisers, and I'm not going to talk about all of them. I'm going to spotlight a couple. The first one we're going to lead off with is Give 25, and here's Jonathan Mosen.
Make a difference with the National Federation of the Blind's Keep NFB Advancing Give $25 campaign. Each year, thousands of Federation members and friends contribute to support blind people, but we still need your help to fund our programs in 2026 and beyond. When you give $25 between May 15th and July 7th, you're entered into the Keep NFB Advancing drawing. Each $25 increment is a chance to win. Your support helps us continue to build a network that advances the lives of all blind people across America. You could win prizes like round-trip transportation for 2 to the 2027 NFB National Convention, hotel accommodations, registration, banquet tickets, or $2,000 cash. Want a chance to win a Braille Note Evolve from Humanware? Become a Federation Connector. Ask friends and family to contribute before National Convention and indicate that you prompted their giving. The Give $25 drive supports the Kenneth Jernigan Fund, Sun Fund, Ten Brook Memorial Fund, and the White Cane Fund. You can choose a fund when you donate. To enter, visit nfb.org/give25donate. That's nfb.org/give25donate. Call 410-659-9314, extension 2430. Or send a check to National Federation of the Blind and mention #Give25 and the fund in the memo. The winner will be announced July 8th, 2026. Thank you for your generosity.
Staying at the national level, the Coast to Coast Movement Challenge is happening. There's a bunch of things that are part of the Coast to Coast Movement Challenge, including the Philadelphia Marathon, California International Marathon, and the Bay Bridge Run. But what I want to talk today about is the chapter involvements and getting moving within your chapter. Both Keystone chapter and the Greater Philadelphia chapter have registered. If you go to nfb.org/movers, you'll see a link there where you can register your chapter. If you've got something going on, please register. We're trying to get folks registered by convention time, which is only, like I said, a little over a week away. nfb.org/movers to get your chapter registered. I know, again, Keystone has something planned on the 8th of August. It is going to be the Philly Fun Walk. It was suggested to me over the last couple of days, and I will not mention their name, that not only should we walk from our meeting at the Penn Museum over to Sierra Green, where we do our summertime event of getting together for a meal after a meeting, but we are doing this as part of our Coast to Coast Challenge. We're all going to have our Keystone shirts on. It was suggested to me, though, that we shouldn't just walk from the museum to Sierra Green and take the elevator up to the 12th floor. Sierra Green is a park. It's a little over an acre. It sits 12 stories above the Schuylkill River. We should walk up the stairs, it was suggested to me. So not only the walk, which is only a few blocks from the Penn Museum to Sierra Green, and then we're going to walk around Sierra Green, again, with all of our Keystone gear on. We will also walk up the steps. Now, I don't know if we're all going to walk up the steps. I'm going to walk up the steps. Anybody who wants to can join me. If you want to sponsor the Keystone chapter and support us in our walk, our Philly Fun Walk, and we might be exhausted by the time we get up to Sierra Green, the link is down below. What's important when you do the donation, there is a notes field down at the bottom of the form. You must put NFB of PA Keystone chapter if you want to support the Keystone chapter. The Greater Philadelphia chapter is also signed up. And other chapters in Pennsylvania, when you sign up, let me know. Tell me what you're doing, and I will push your events as well. But right now, the only ones that I know of are Keystone and Greater Philadelphia. So Berks, Brandywine, Lehigh Valley, Erie, let me know when you sign up. Divisions, same thing. Let me know. The Greater Philadelphia chapter is doing their own fundraiser, which I'll talk about in a minute. But within that fundraiser, they are doing a last man standing dance-off. If you want to support the Greater Philadelphia chapter, go to that same link that's down below. And when you get to that form, instead of putting Keystone chapter in, put in NFB of PA, Greater Philadelphia chapter. You can't do two chapters at once, as far as I know. I'll get clarification on that. But just to make sure the chapter gets credited, put only one chapter in that notes section. So again, if you want to support Greater Philadelphia, NFB of PA, Greater Philadelphia chapter. If you want to support Keystone, NFB of PA, Keystone chapter. This way, those folks will get credited. We're all trying to raise at least $250, and that is for the national organization. Now, I've talked about some other fundraisers, and they'll all be in the description down below. But I did want to touch on this because this is the first time I've had some information about it. It is the Greater Philadelphia Chapter Cabaret fundraiser coming up on October 30th. All the information is down below, except for a link on where you go to get your ticket. Tickets are $40. $40 gets you in. It is going to be a great evening of fun and dancing and music and raffles and auctions, all that sort of stuff. But you've got to see a member of the Greater Philadelphia chapter to get your ticket. If you don't know who is in the Greater Philadelphia chapter, reach out to President Stacy Leap, greaterphila@nfbofpa.org. but you've got to see them. There's no other way to get a ticket. You must talk to somebody from the chapter, which I think is a great idea because this way you can learn more about the chapter and other things that are going on with it. Now, while we're talking about chapters, I did want to briefly mention the Greater Lehigh Valley Chapter's Dancing in the Dark to be Dancing in the Light. That is also in October on the 10th at the Northampton Country Club in Easton. If you want to go, or if you have some things that you want to donate, gift cards or auction items, reach out to Jemmie Jones. Her email is down below, and let her know. I know there are discounted tickets for National Federation of the Blind members, so reach out to her so you see how much you have to pay and how you can pay. Now, I mentioned the national convention a minute ago. If you've never been, please join us on Friday at 8 p.m. for Convention 101. But if you're not going down to Austin, which you can still do, but you're going to have to register on site, like I mentioned, you're going to have to register once you're there. Get your hotel, get your air, and then register once you get down to Austin. You can also do that virtually, meaning you're not going to go to Austin. You're going to sit in your house and you're going to watch the convention via Zoom. When you register for the virtual event, that gives you access to the app, and that also gives you the ability to win door prizes, which is very cool. It's only $10. Join virtually. The link is down below. If you've got other questions about National Convention, nfb.org/convention. Now, we're talking about conventions. That's national. Our state convention is coming up in November, the 5th through the 8th, in Hershey at the Hershey Lodge. You can make your reservations for the hotel down below, both phone number and the link if you want to register online for the hotel. However, as I mentioned last week, registration for the event is open if you're interested in doing the all-inclusive. The all-inclusive is $225. We've had about half a dozen folks sign up already. It's $225. That gets you lunch and dinner on Thursday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner on Friday, lunch and dinner, which is the banquet dinner, on Saturday, and then breakfast on Sunday. That Friday morning breakfast is exclusive to folks who do the all-inclusive. That will not be something that you can do unless you do the all-inclusive. Again, $225 gets you your meals and registration. The link is down below, but I'm going to tell you just in case you don't want to look down below. nfbofpa.org/register. nfbofpa.org/register. I hope you're going to be in Hershey in November. You can do your hotel room from the 4th through the 9th. So if you wanted to stay extra and go to Hershey Park Sunday after the convention is over, you can do that. The park is open on the weekends that weekend. That is all I have for this episode of Federation Focus for the week of June 22nd, 2026. I really do appreciate you joining me. Let's go out and build the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and I will talk to you next Monday.